Hello, welcome to Taryn Hill. Welcome to the place where we Taryn Hill our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Hope all is well. Luck here. Quick announcement, I will be doing monthly readings, but they will be spread out throughout the month, okay? I'm pacing myself as I'm easing back into the long form readings, okay? Anyway, I hope you do enjoy the ones that I've done so far. All right, let's go. I come to you, only God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know? Thank you. So I'm pulling from the, whoa, I'm just like all tongue-tied right now. Okay, from the Mudra deck, all right? It's pretty awesome, I like. And I felt the need to pull from it. So here we are. So this will be the energy of the week. By the way, welcome to your weekly reading. All right, so reassurance coming through. The Shanka Mudra, I'm going to mispronounce everything, so whatever. So this assists with inner well-being, inner nourishment, and safety. So how do you do it? Grasp the left thumb with the right hand. You curl the left hand over the right hand. Touch the tip of your right. Oh, this is fucking complicated. Hold on. All right, left thumb, right hand. Curl the left hand over the right hand. Touch the tip of your right thumb to the tips of your index finger, middle and ring finger. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do this. You can try this out at home. Screenshot, pause, and try it out. And this is what it looks like. All right. But reassurance. That's what I'm getting at. This is the name of the game here. The affirmation is, self-reassurance guides me to perfect well-being. Self-reassurance guides me to perfect well-being. The benefits of this mudra is to relieve tension and assist with pelvic and prostate issues, enhances circulation and reproductive and urinary systems, calming and stabilizing. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of root chakra energy here, okay, especially with the red. All right, this is about feeling safe, feeling secure within yourself, feeling at home, all right? This is where we're at right now. It's not just the root, it's also the solar is what I'm getting here as well. Okay. All right. I want to try it again. Hold on. That is so wild. How do you do that? All right, let's go. All right, what's the energy for the week? All right, we have the Four of Swords coming through in reverse. That came out pretty quickly. Oh, wow. We have the Magician peeked out. Now we have the Page of Swords. New ideas. New mental process is what I'm getting, which obviously would bring new ideas. All swords. This is just a new mentality here coming through. And it's meant to be shown. You're meant to show up in a new way. This came from a revelation. This new mental process, it came from a revelation from being introspective. It doesn't mean that it has to be like months of introspection. For some of you guys, it could be. It could be like, hey, you just took a day to think about something, and now you had an aha moment, and now you have to act accordingly now, okay? That's what I'm getting here. A new way of thinking, new way of perceiving. But it's no longer keep it in your head. The biggest point here is actually show up differently based on this new way of thinking. Oh, and it's the Eight of Cups. All right, the Eight of Cups. It feels like this new thought is, I'm not satisfied here anymore. It feels very self-assured. It feels very self-assured. So that reassurance. This reading will be about reassurance, okay? That's what I'm feeling here. You should feel self-assured about this new thought that you have coming through. It's very clear cut is what I want to say as well. So there's going to be clarity coming through. about something that you might have once wanted, or missed opportunity, something along those lines. And you might be passing up an opportunity. That's what I'm getting here. There might be an opportunity here that might be coming through, and then you're like, I'm not satisfied here. Or you might be missing out on it, and you're like, I didn't want it anyway. You know, it's like something like that. Like, oh, I dodged that bullet because I really didn't want it. You know, it's something like that happening there. But I'm kind of getting this like regal, like, no, give it back. I don't want it. Like, that's what it's coming off as for some reason. It's just so much clarity coming with that. Like, no regrets about passing up on this opportunity. All these swords, whoa. Some people might think that you're making an emotional decision, but it's straight up coming from logic. And that's where it should come from, is what I'm getting here with the Queen of Swords. This is something that came from a lot of thought. This is a strategic move, and I don't think that people would, this is so interesting. But it seems like whatever this is, somebody's making a strategic move that came from a lot of thought. People might not see, might not see how much you thought into this. And it might actually look like a very impulsive, emotional move, when it's like, no, I actually thought about this for a while. I don't want it, you know, or yeah. All of these swords. Look, okay. This is why reassurance is coming through. Stick to your guns. Some people might make you feel like this decision is based off of a whim, and you know that you're not making a decision based off of a whim. Even if something happened recently that made you feel, made it appear as if you're making an emotional decision. And when I say emotional, it feels like maybe impulsive. You know that you're not making an impulsive decision, is what I feel. So be reassured in that. Be settle into your decision here. All right. With that root energy, feel secure in your decision. I do feel like you're going to feel secure, but I feel like there's outside people that might be like, are you sure about that? That you're not just upset and that's why you're making this decision? It's something like that, okay? It's like, I just feel like with all these swords coming through, okay, so with the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is what people aren't seeing. It's something about there's an injustice, or there's a deceptive energy that you see and maybe not others can see. Oh, okay. Because they can't see this deceptive energy, they might think you're overreacting from removing yourself from a situation. It's like if somebody is leaving a relationship, for example, and the family might be looking at it like, what, is it because you just had this one argument? And it's like, no, actually, I've been thinking about this a lot. Actually, they're carrying this energy, and I've been seeing that. And I've been thinking that it's time to go for a while. And this moment just happened, and it gave me an out. You know, it's something like that. But I don't think other people are going to see it that way. So this is why you need to be secure in your decisions here, because there might be people who try to sway you back into whatever this is that you're walking away from, or this new thought that you're having. It is definitely like a walking away with that Eight of Cups, because you're walking away to something that makes you happier. You could be doing this to yourself as well, making yourself feel like, oh, maybe I'm just being impulsive. And that's not the case. Be reassured. You're making this decision. You're making this decision, or you have this new thought because you've been thinking about it a lot. Like you put a lot of thought into this. Give yourself credit for that, is what I feel. Okay. a lot of cards. Oh, to others. Oh, this is why. To others, it might seem like it came out of nowhere, because I feel like this was a silent thought. Hangman coming out. Somebody was like in a pause moment with the Four of Swords, the Hangman coming through. That's that energy of paused, right? A paused energy. I feel like somebody or we were in a moment of like just a paused energy. Everything was suspended. While we were in suspension, we were like really observing. I'm getting all these swords energies because it just feels like we were just really observing something, taking time out to dissect it. What am I experiencing right now? And after someone experienced it, like, is this Seven of Swords energy? Is this deceptive? After doing but so much observation, you're going to actually believe what you're seeing, right? Especially because it is this, you know, be reassured that it is this. You are experiencing some deceptive energy, all right? And you are being led to walk away from it. Eight of Wands, when you do realize that, when you finally have that click, that aha moment, like, I'm not even going to doubt this anymore. This is what it is. Then it's like you spring into action. And to others, it might feel like it's coming out of nowhere with the Fool card. Some people might feel like it's premature. All right, so just be mindful of that. Like, where did this come from? What's gotten into you? It's like, this has been a thought. This has been my experience, right? Also, some of you guys, when you have this aha moment of like clarity, and when you go from, am I experiencing this, to, oh, I know I'm experiencing this, to that level of self-assuredness, that level of conviction, you might want to move slow, but your plan might be to move slow, but I think you might spring into action. There's a little bit of a split, like, oh, how do I do this now? I feel like in your inner world, you're going to want to spring, but you're going to hope, you're going to try, is what I feel. I feel like when we get this moment of conviction and clarity about this thing, we're going to try our best to keep it, slow it down and not act impulsively. So we have that Queen of Cups coming out in reverse. In regards to the final outcome, I feel like there is a temptation to just kind of ignore it. But I think it's something weird about this energy, where it feels like if you move too slow, you might just get used to it. Like, it's something like a slow burn or slow drip. You know, if you're dealing with something that's toxic and you want to slow down your exit from it, you're slowing it down might actually slow down so much where you just kind of stop and you get used to this new normal. Like, okay, this is what it is. It's like it feels like an energy of like, okay, we were in a state of questioning if this was Seven of Swords energy. And then we get the clarity. And then we say, oh, we gotta leave now. But then it's just like, no, I should probably take my time leaving it. And then you take your time, but then the more you take your time, the more this energy gets integrated into you, and you start getting more comfortable with this. You call yourself slowly exiting, but really what you're doing is just getting more and more used to this energy. It was different getting used to the energy before because you didn't know what you was experiencing. Now it's going to become a choice if you stay. If you stay in this energy and you continue to deal with it without walking away, now it's up to you. Now it's kind of your doing, right? I feel like I need to go deeper into this shit. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. I feel, yeah. So with that Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Wands. See, some of you guys, you might use this reason to slow down You might use this reason to slow down. I don't want to say it's an excuse, but it feels, it might be a little bit of a fear of walking away. Let's look more into it. But with that Knight of Wands, it's like, I don't want to be impulsive. Okay, give yourself more credit. Just because you had this aha moment really quickly, it doesn't mean that quick aha moment comes in like a flash, but it's a result of a lot of thought. So when you think about it, it wasn't an impulsive thought. Like, for example, if somebody appears to become a celebrity overnight, it's never that. It's usually a lot of man hours or woman hours, a lot of hours being put in that nobody has seen. And then everyone sees the response or the results of it, but they don't see everything. They wasn't they wasn't out there shooting in the gym with the person, right? So it's that. Give yourself more credit. You have this really quick flip of an emotion or a quick flip in your thought process. And because it's so quick and so abrupt, it might be jarring. And then it might make you think, oh, I'm being impulsive. No, this is a result of you taking time to observe. All right? Be confident in that. Be confident in your judgment. It's something about that. There's a judgment call that you're making. And then if you have people around you that might make you want to stumble and make you feel like you're being impulsive, it might feed into that. It might feed into the lack of faith that you have in your convictions right now or your judgment. Really? Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard that horn honking. When those things kind of happen in readings, it rarely happens. When it does, it's usually an indicator for me. And especially because now I'm talking about like outside opinions feeding into your fear. That's usually an indicator for me when I do readings, even when I'm doing personal readings, things like that, where I get like this, the noise really becomes distracting in the background. Be mindful of the peanut gallery giving you opinions, because I feel like that's going to distract you from your conviction. You need to be strong within your own convictions and your own judgment. You know what you know. And like, don't allow people to shake you right now. I feel like you might, this week, you might have people who are trying to shake you out of this and make you feel either it could be the person who's carrying this energy and they're gaslighting you, or it could be other people around you who do not see this, and so they're not understanding why you have to make this move. It doesn't fucking matter. You got to make the move for you. You have to choose yourself here. With the Queen of Swords, you are correct in your assessment. You're seeing things clearly, clearer than anyone else in this situation, it seems. All these swords, it just gives off this energy of like being very clear. Clear because of there was major observation, time taken out to really observe and dissect a situation, take it apart. So if people don't agree, they're just not seeing it clearly. That's what it's looking like here, all right? Ten of Wands coming out in reverse. You see that this is a burden that you have to walk away from. People aren't going to experience this burden that you experience, okay? If they're not in your shoes and they can't see it from your perspective, they can't see the level of deception in this situation. They can't see the burden that it's having on you, how much is weighing on you. So don't make decisions based on other people. If family is telling you, see that Four of Cups coming out, if family or friends or co-workers or whatever, if they're telling you like, hey, I want you to stay, it can't be that bad. Well, they're not experiencing this, so they don't have a say. All right. You might also, there might be a temptation here to stay, because I think also you might get, there might be something, some way that someone's trying to reel you back in. All right, this could be the person that's carrying this energy. If this is like a lover or a relationship that you're in or whatever, they're carrying this deceptive energy, and then they might try to give you an olive branch, right? To make you feel like, no, everything is fine. I'm not doing this. What are you talking about? Actually, let's go out. Let me take you out. Right? And they'll start being extra nice, but they still have these knives. You know, that's what I'm getting. All right, so just don't be tempted. Don't be fooled. It seems like whoever this is resonating with, there's a decision that someone made. Someone made a judgment call about a specific situation. It was deceptive. Other people might not be seeing it, but you see it. So you are going to have to make the move for yourself, and you're not going to get the reassurance from everyone else. You're not. So you have to sit here and be reassured by your own motherfucking self and your own star player. If it feels like a burden, then it feels like a burden, and that's it. If someone isn't in your shoes, they're not going to feel the burden the way you do. If they're not experiencing it, then they're not going to just see the deceptive energy the way you do. So they don't have a say in what you do moving forward. And when this person, or when this temptation comes in to reel you back in with this Page of Cups, the Page of Pentacles coming through, it doesn't seem like it's a solid offer or a solid apology or anything like that. It just seems like someone's just trying to reel you back into a deceptive situation. Do not get caught up in that. All right? You're making a decision to move, then move. Also, the temptation of slowing it down, slowing your transition out. If you can just get on out, okay? The slowing down, it just feels like a booby trap. It also feels like, quicksand, okay? Or cement, not quicksand, cement, because cement eventually dries. So if you're going to, with quicksand, if you move quick, you kind of sink deeper. So it's not like that. It's like cement. You're walking in cement, in wet cement, right? And if you're like, oh, I want to slow down when I'm walking in the cement, and it dries, now you're stuck. And so just be mindful of that. It has that energy coming through, all right? You're avoiding a tower. You're avoiding a tower, okay? You might not see why the writings are on the wall. I'm feeling like it's whatever that saying is with the canary in the cave, all right? You are seeing something before other people are seeing it. You're seeing something before other people are seeing it. Holy cow. Okay. Shit. That might be something that someone doesn't realize. Someone has this major clarity and they're not realizing that no one else sees it, but they will see it eventually. And you're like the canary in the cave. Wow. You're the canary in the cave by saying, I gotta go. And people are like, where are you going? It's like animals when they notice that something is wrong with the weather, or if there's something happening. And it's just like, where are the animals going? Why are the birds flocking right now? It's an indicator of something that's coming, that's looming, and you're about to dodge that bullet. Listen, so you're seeing this for what this is, and no one else is seeing it. They'll see it later, but if you try to slow down to help others, or if you try to slow down to make other people feel comfortable about your decision, you're gonna end up getting trapped. And I feel like you don't want to be around when this tower comes down. I feel like you might be a bit of collateral damage if this tower comes down around you. You don't want to get caught up in that. This is like an energy of like, also, if a company is sinking, right? A company is sinking and a bunch of people are leaving out of nowhere. It's like, are we on a sinking ship? You know, and it's like the first people to start seeing the signs like, hey, something's going wrong with the company. You know, it's like, you don't want to get caught out there. You know, and I feel like you're getting this insight. You're observing a situation and you're seeing the pattern, or you're getting insight somehow. It's like, okay, something's off here, and I'm going to go before I get caught up in whatever is happening here. I don't like it. I don't want to be in this orbit. I don't want to get hit when the tower comes down. It's not, it's just, this is so interesting. Other people are going to catch on later, and that's up to them. That's what I'm getting here, right? All right. The thing about this situation, we have the King and Queen of Cups coming out here, both in reverse with that Page of Pentacles. See, that's that temptation. It's something about this. It's kind of hard to do it. It's kind of hard to walk away because it does seem like there's a little bit of a match, but I think it's not a match made in heaven. It's a match made in hello, right? I don't feel like it's the best match. It's not the most it's not convenient. It's not a healthy match is what I'm getting. Take that leap. You're running. You're being the canary, and I think you being the canary in a cave is going to let other people know, like, why is that person leaving? Something must be wrong. If that person's leaving, something's wrong here. You know, and it's an indicator, okay, for others to start taking watch and paying attention. Okay. All right. Anyway, just because other people don't see it yet, it just means that they don't have your insight. That's it. They don't have your perspective to see it. You're the first one to see something. Be reassured in that. All right, cool. Let's pull from the Animal Spirit deck and then we out of here. Rabbit Spirit. Now's a lucky time. Someone's clarity and insight is making them dodge a motherfucking bullet. Someone's about to dodge a bullet by leaving something. Wow. And I'm getting, with this rabbit energy, I'm just getting like a very casual, like, I'm just gonna hop on over here. Get up out of here. That looks crazy, you know. Yeah. Some of you, I'm also getting this protective energy too. Some of you, this could be like someone leaving a family, taking their kids with them. Like, if I continue in this family dynamic, you know, this is, you know, it could be a tower moment of some sort. So I'm going to just take my babies, get up out of here. You know, y'all do what y'all got to do. And it feels like that. Like, oh no, y'all do what y'all got to do. I'm going to just step over here though. You know, and that's how you got to move. That's what I'm getting here. That's how you got to move. I feel like there are a few people that's going to be wondering why you did it. And it's going to concern them, not like that you're doing it, but it's going to make them side-eye whatever you're walking away from. Like, what's wrong with that thing that made this person walk? Wow. Trust in the divine detours. Coyote Spirit. Coyote Spirit comes out when there's like a cunning energy. All right, with that Seven of Swords, there is a cunning energy around. It's looming around. You see it before other people see it. You're the canary in the cave and you're trying to fly out. And people are like, wait, canary, where you going? Why you doing that? Where you going? Don't be the canary in the cave that stays in the cage and fucking dies. Right? The canary in the cave, that's about canaries in a cave. It's an indicator of if there's toxins in the air, right? If the canary dies or something like that. Is that how it goes? The canary dies, then everyone is like, oh, okay, this is not safe. The canary died, so we gotta go. It's something like that. So you're an indicator, all right? You're seeing some cunning energy and you're seeing where it's about to go. And you're like, I want no parts of any of that. Trust that. It doesn't feel like this is what you wanted to experience. That's why it feels like a detour. You were on this path and then it was just like, hold on. You start listening, looking, observing. You're like, nope, something don't feel right here. I'm out, all right? That's what I'm getting here, all right? So please trust that. You're the lucky one. You're the lucky one to identify this before everyone else does. It feels so light though. It's so weird. Be playful, Sandpiper Spirit. It's so weird that it feels so light. I think you'll just be happy that you did it. You're gonna feel vindicated after the fact. After the tower comes down, you feel the tower coming. You're like, I'm out. You leave the tower, and then you look back and you see that tower fall with everybody in it, and you're like, I am happy I did that. I am so happy that I was reassured in myself. I didn't wait for anyone else to validate my feelings. I knew it was fucked. Y'all ain't want to hear me? That's fine. I was out, and now this happened. You know, that's what I'm getting here. So please, please trust yourself. Whatever this is, don't experience the tower with them, because they don't have the insight or the perspective that you have. Otter Spirit coming out, and Cat Spirit. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. And Cat Spirit, claim your independence. See, there might be, the reason why there might be a temptation to say, one, it feels like it might be a bit of a match, even though it's not, even though it's it has this deceptive energy to it. It might have felt like a match in the beginning is what I'm getting. It might have felt like a match in the beginning, and then you stopped, you observed, tasted the air, realized, no, wrong move, I gotta go. But it's because you have to take this step on your own with the Cat Spirit. Because you have to take this on your own without anyone really supporting it, that's what I'm feeling. That is the challenge there, all right? And this requires a level of faith in yourself. And it also, it's going to help to strengthen your faith in yourself even more. All right, that's what I'm getting there. All right, Canary, let's go on and get it. All right, well, thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tara and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Peace.